that time for our cooking segment. This morning we have Stephanie McGrew of Lone Star Physiques, and she's going to show us how to put together some healthy little portable snack boxes that you can take either out to your softball or baseball games, out on your road trips, or even, you know, just your day trip out of town. So that way you don't have to stop and get those greasy hamburgers, even though it's Cow Appreciation Day. So how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
I'm doing great. So
not too bad.
I love this idea because we're not just putting this in a lunch bag. We're not just putting this in a Ziploc bag or even Tupperware. You have really cute ways of putting this together.
Exactly. The whole idea of this is, as I grew up, you know, you take a family vacation, you're in the car. So instead of having these big bags of, you know, popcorn and other snacks, you can go ahead and kind of separate them out and give each child their own personalized little snack bag. And it's great because you can go ahead and unwrap things like, you know, the protein bars and the candy. So, you know, when you're driving, the kid's frustrated because they're trying to get it open and you're trying to open it.
It ends up everywhere,
just,
especially with like the popcorn bags that can end up on the floor of the car all too often.
Exactly. So pretty much what I did is I went to a store, and this is, I think, a tackle box, or
I love this.
Even they have like jewelry separator boxes, and it was like $2 or $3. So it's not very expensive at all.
And you have the different compartments, so that way you can put like your main, you know, protein, whether it is, you know, lunch meat or something,
or
and
like
then
sandwich. I mean, you can literally make
I
this.
didn't even think about that. And it's
and then also you can get just a bigger one. So if you have, you know, bigger kids who just literally want to go ahead and toss a few things in, you can get, you know, make it, but you can coordinate it. Each kid gets their own color, or you can put their name on it. You can just get really creative.
And this looks like just a regular, like a pencil carrying case.
Exactly. So like this was $1 maybe at Walmart.
So when it comes to putting together these snacks on the go, what are some things? I know you have a wide variety. Not only do you have your healthy stuff, but you also have, you know, of course we have to add some candy to it. What are some essentials that we need to add into this to make sure that our kids are getting the nutrients that they need?
Exactly, and that's a great question. I always harp on, you know, Americans in general do not get enough protein. So if you can get a solid protein source, that's great. So that's where, like, as you can see, I have deli meat. So that's also a great, easy tool. Kids can kind of pick at it as they like. You can get creative and put, you know, ham, turkey, chicken, you know, in the compartments. Also, like a protein bar. You can go ahead and just kind of separate the protein bar out, unwrap it, put it in the box for them, and you also can have fruits and vegetables. So as you can see with the slits, you can put, you know, carrots in one section, or
so I'm going to start doing that.
Yeah.
So you go ahead, continue talking about that. I'm going to put my own snack bin together.
Yeah,
so I'm going to go ahead and put my protein in there.
Fabulous assistant for
there
the segment.
So you can also add some cheese.
That's also a great one. You can, as you can see, I have the, you know, the cube cheese, or you can do the cheese sticks, or you can even do just do the regular slices. Nuts are a great option because that's high in protein and it's a healthy fat that your kids can have, or even yourself. And like I said, you know, fruit. I have strawberries here. I have apples, and then of course popcorn.
All right, so
that's my favorite kind of, you know,
you got to get at least one kind of
because you know kids are gonna want
kid-friendly.
And while you're filling it up, it's okay if you kind of eat as you go, you know, because
exactly.
All right, so I have my popcorn.
Exactly.
Now, when it comes to popcorn, are all the popcorns healthy? Do we have to pay attention to the nutrition labels?
You have to pay attention to the nutrition labels.
Okay.
Nowadays, there are a lot of great brands. So I'm not going to say, you know, particularly stick to one brand. But like I said, in any other segment, you want to pay attention to the nutritional label. You want to look at the, you know, the fat content and just the overall calorie content. Now, if you get into the popcorn that has more flavors and more sweetness, naturally it's going to have a lot more carbs and a lot more sugar. As you can see, this one doesn't have quite as much, and this is actually one of my favorite flavors to have. And I'm a snacker, so when I'm traveling, I like to snack. So something like this is light. It doesn't have a lot of calories. It doesn't have a lot of carbs. It doesn't have a lot of fat. So it's just a great healthy option for you and for other fellow snackers out there.
All right, and you have green and red apples in here.
I do.
All right, so I've put my snack box together.
Yeah.
So this is going to be my protein slash junk food and some little fruit snacks in there, you know. And then what, oops, there we go, sorry. And then what also I did was put the popcorn in there. We put some strawberries, some apples, and then of course the cheese and nut mix. Close it. And look at that. You're ready to, I love this idea. And I'm going out of town this weekend. This is exactly what I'm doing.
Exactly. And if they drop it, it's
I'm
not
just
going to
take
spill all over the place. And
I'm just going to take this. So
where'd it go?
Wonderful. And I love this idea because, again, it is so easy just to open it up and then just start eating from there. And then if you don't finish, you can close it back up. You, like you said, don't have to worry about the bags or anything getting on the floor.
And the great thing is, especially with the tackle boxes, they're dishwasher safe, top shelf. So, you know, if you have these fruits and kids spill, and I've even seen people put like yogurt dip in that, especially if you're gonna have vegetables. And you just, when you're done, toss this in the dishwasher. And then you're ready.
Like some apples and peanut butter. Love dipping apples in peanut butter.
Exactly.
Perfect. All right. So, we'll go ahead and make one for Riley during the commercial break, and then when we come back, we'll show his off, but mine's way better. And welcome back. If you're just joining us, we just made a nice little portable snack box for your kids if we're going out on, you know, the road for a trip, or you're going out to maybe a ball tournament, or even just to the beach here at the local lake. Perfect way to not only keep your kids occupied, but not hungry.
Yes.
And to keep the car unmessy as well.
So Stephanie McGrew of Lone Star Physiques is here this morning, and I love the idea because we're not just putting this in a lunchbox or a Ziploc bag or even Tupperware. She used a tackle box because it has the separate little sections that you can go ahead and fill with different snacks. So really quickly, kind of just talk about the essentials that we would want to add to make sure our kids are getting the nutrients.
So like I said, it's great to have a very wide variety of things. You want to stick to having a lot of protein sources as well as good hearty carbs that will be filling but aren't just kind of those empty calories. You know, it's kind of hard with kids because they're going to want the chips and they're going to want, you know, the goldfish and those kind of things. So, you know, I mean, I do promote health and fitness, but at the same time, you have to have the balance. But as you can see, we also have fruits and vegetables, the cheese and the nuts, and then some dried cranberries as well, and then the protein bar, and of course, who doesn't love M&Ms?
I know, I put that in, but we also have, you know, just deli meat that you can put. You can make a sandwich or a wrap, or even if you just want to put, I mean, these are individually sliced already for you, so just put a couple pieces in there, and then you can just go ahead and eat them like finger food.
Exactly, and that's the whole key, is to make this easily accessible for the kids. And I know my nieces and nephews, they never really just sat and ate; they just kind of picked at it. So it allows them to kind of pick at it, close it, sit it next to them, and then be able to come back to it off and on throughout the rest of the day.
Especially if you're on a car ride, this is something that you can close it up, it won't be moving around, and it's not going to spill over the entire car, and like you said, you can just go right back to it if they don't finish it.
Exactly. So did you make your own little snack box?
Oh, yes.
What's in there? Right
here in my little pencil case, I have plenty of fruit snacks that are just delicious, and then a protein bar itself, and I think a handful of strawberries and some apples as well.
Perfect. All right. What we'll do is we'll post everything on our website at KTVO.com. We'll link up Stephanie's information with Lone Star Physiques. Again, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we hope you have a fabulous weekend, and we'll see you right back here Monday morning at 5:30 a.m.